Hey guys, how's it going today? Today's video, we've got a little repair video, and I've got Neil down here today. So Neil, how you doing, man?
Pretty good.
Tell us what we're looking at today.
A buddy of mine picked this up off of Toman. It's a B stock, so it has a blemish. So he got it cheap. He knew that going into it, which was okay. He wanted new pickups, and he wanted a new pick guard. And the only thing I'm going to say bad about this is, who makes a pick guard that looks like this?
I'm just focusing on, it's a Harley Benton, and that's the pick guards that came on.
That's the pick guards that came with it. The swirls are kind of cool, but the colors with the weird yellow and the blood red,
it looks like road rash, huh?
Yeah, it looks like something you'd scrape off of, off of a motorcycle injury or something like that.
Ouch.
Yeah, but it's a fine guitar. It's a Telecaster, but you'll notice it's set up for Stratocaster pickups, and only two. There's no space for a third one. It's just a weird one.
So let's see that little the little pick guard that goes around this.
Yeah, and it kind of goes in like.
So weird.
Yeah, so it goes like that, and then.
And that's it, huh?
Yeah, I think the if that was a different color of red, I think it would work. It just looks too much like blood.
So what's your project? What do you have in mind then?
So what I'm going to do is we're going to swap out the pickups. I've got a DiMarzio back here, and I've got a Fender Tex-Mex that I'm going to put there.
Oh wow.
And then
and new pick guards.
New pick guards with a more.
Where'd you get these new pick guards at?
I got those over at the repair guy at the music shop in Mesa.
Oh.
And I asked him. I brought him over. He said, "Yeah, sure, I can get them. I can get them for you." And so he had those made for me. And it looks, that looks much better the way it is.
Okay,
but
well,
it's a fine guitar otherwise. So we're just gonna Harley Benton getting it done.
You don't see these in this town very often.
Nope, no, you don't.
And so we're taking out these old Roswell pickups.
Yep, we're taking out the Roswell pickups.
This is Harley Benton's brand, huh?
Yep, and what I've got is 250K pots, 3-switch. Got some solder, some wire there, and we'll just rewire it. We'll keep the little the knobs. We'll keep the output jack. We should probably replace that at some point, but I'm not that worried about it right now.
Okay, well, have fun with this one, man. We'll let you get started.
All right, cool. So the first thing I'm going to do is put in the new switch, put in the new 250K pots, all Fender, and then we'll put the pickups in, but I got to get this all taken out. So I'm not gonna do a video of just disconnecting the wires and stuff like that, and but we'll come back to it from time to time. So what we did is we took off all the old electronics off the control plate. We're gonna keep the grounding wire for the bridge, and we're gonna keep the output jack. We'll replace that at some other time, but not today. We just want to get it going, and I'll show you once we get all the pieces on, the pots and the switch on, and then we'll go from there. One of the issues we have here is the Fender made ones don't fit. So I got to make the hole a little bit bigger so it can fit. Some of the off-brand stuff will do that. So I'll make the hole bigger so that the new pots fit. So got it to work now. The next thing we got to do is make sure these big 1-inch pots don't get in the way of the wood. So I'll check that next. And worst comes to worst, you can always buy a fender control plate. But I just used a rasp. Takes a lot of metal off. Just take your time with it. You'll be okay. One of the things you'll notice is right there. So this is the kind of stuff that when you get with the cheaper guitars, this is the kind of quality stuff that you're going to find. So I'll worry about that when we get ready to install it. I'll finish up the electronics here. Alright, so we got that. Got a little bit of Carlos Santana playing in the background there. But that's the switch. I'm going to get all the connections here all tinned up.
So Neil, how's your soldering skills?
Shaky right now.
Too much golf.
Too much energy drink.
Uh-oh. What's your favorite energy drink nowadays?
I like sugar-free Rockstar.
Wow, sugar-free.
Yeah.
I do those shots.
Oh, she does the shots.
I can't drink that stuff. It's so nasty, so I just do like one of those.
I like Bangs. Bangs are good.
Huh?
Bangs are good.
I've never heard of Bang.
It's got like branched chain aminos, CoQ10, and then it's got like tons of caffeine like everything else. So, but it's not too bad.
And it's sugar free.
Yeah.
I'll have to try one because, yeah, I need.
So what I'm trying to do is I just get all the little doodads here kind of ready. And I don't want to stay on it too long because you don't want the component to get too hot. They do make little heat sinks that you can put on there and prevent that. But I didn't bring mine with me. There we go.
Yeah, I've heard about that. If you just add too much heat to the top of these.
Yeah, it'll warp.
Oh, I see.
It'll warp. Yeah, it's like when I play golf and I hit the Rockstar, it's not bad when it comes to full swing because it's just, you know, you just wind it up, pop the clutch and let it fly. But when it comes to like chipping and putting and stuff like that, it's a problem.
You don't want that much caffeine.
I don't want that much caffeine, but I got to get things going, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I know.
So now I'm just going to take a little, yeah, right here's fine. There we go.
That looks good. You're off to a great
right.
start.
Now we'll cut some wire. And what we're going to do is we'll use we're going to use this. This is from the TBX. It's just this is going to be different. It's just but the wiring and everything like that's going to be set up like that. So I might even take a look online and see real quick on a standard 3-position switch wiring. All right. So this is the bridge pickup. It's a DiMarzio DP 110, and you can see that goes in. We'll slide that underneath, and then we'll work on the other ones, and we'll get it all wired up. All right, everything's coming along pretty good. We've got the neck pickup is a Tex-Mex Fender pickup. This is the DiMarzio. They're put in the same way, just like this one is. It's just instead of a rubber grommet, it uses a spring. And so that's all in. So now we'll just wire everything, get everything soldered together, and get it all tuned up and see how it sounds. Trying to figure out if I really want to get a Marshall 4x10 cab.
Because you saw one over at the Mesa Guitar Center, huh? Marshall
Yeah.
410.
410. So it's got those OEM greenbacks in it. What is it? The G10L 35s or something like that. The whole cab will only do about. It'll only do whatchamacallit, like 140 watts, I think.
Right. What do you need that thing for?
I don't know.
Put your orange to it, or what?
Yeah, well, I'd like to get two of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's the right size. I could put keep a 4x10, and then in the second one, I'd like to put a 15. And then that way you get the 4x10, and then you get a 15 running at the same time. I just think that would sound really cool. Alright, so I'm done soldering it. I am not terribly proud of this soldering job, but you'd think after 60 years these guys would have a better way of connecting all this stuff. But you can see how the yellow, which is the neck pickup, our three-way switch, and all the really cool ground, 0.022 microfarad capacitor, connected all together. And the thin white one is the hot for the bridge pickup. So that's what it looks like. So we'll check, see how it sounds, and make sure we got everything looking good. Don't have too many hums, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I put it together, turned it on. This pickup works, this one doesn't. Put an ohm meter on it, so it does get that. So it's got to be the terrible soldering that I did on this little thing right here. So the tone knob, volume knob works. It was just terrible. Where you go from here to here and then to here, the bits of wire is just too small. But I'm going to redo that and see if that doesn't clean things up. I did by taking this off and this off, I still get I can still check to see it's not this or this. It's not this or this. And I still got to put a ground from the switch to one of the pots here, but I got to make sure I get both pickups working first. But I'm just going to redo this, and then hopefully that'll fix it. But that's one way to test it. You can, if one pickup doesn't work, you look at the position that the switch is in, bridge, and you can see where this is connected here, and then when you move it to the neck, it moves all the way back. So I removed this connection to this connection. I could still use the neck, and then I disconnected here to here, so I was still able to get the neck. So it's got to be a problem between here and here and here and here. So I'm going to clean this up and see what that does. Alright, so to fix the connection from here to here and then from here to here, I created this. Already tinned them, got them all done, and we'll see how that works and see if that doesn't connect it better. I think this is what was causing our problems. It was just a terrible job on soldering this and this together. So, found out what the problem was.
So, did this press come with this kind of pickup?
It was my terrible soldering skills. It's not... The Fender guys use a lot of wire between here, so it just didn't... Right there was not connected. So I just redid those and did that, and it was fine. So, cool. So we got the wires for the pickups and everything. So, alright, we'll put it together and we'll see what it sounds like.
Alright, so you got the Harley Benton. You put nice new pickups in it. It was challenging for you, huh?
My soldering skills are so bad.
Let's listen to the neck for a second. Here's both of them. And here's the bridge. It's heavy. It's a heavy guitar. You're gonna leave the plastic on for a while, huh?
Well, yeah, I'll let my
you-
friend, I'll let him pull that off, so.
This is so weird, seeing this little piece around there.
Yeah.
It's got nice thick neck on it. Joey, come play this thing for a minute. We got our friend Joey down here.
Hey, it looks like a Prince guitar.
Does?
Damn, it weighs a ton.
It's heavy,
It
huh?
does.
What wood is that thing made out of?
I have no idea.
It weighs like a lot. It's like a Les Paul. Guitar Center. Ooh. Snarks. Yeah, it's got a nice neck. It's nice and thick, so it probably balances good. Sounds good. That's my Guitar Center song. Playing through a Fender Super Reverb. Yeah. Doesn't that? I just broke a nail. Look at that. It sounds out of phase. Maybe not. Maybe not. Didn't this sound out of phase? I think it is.
Huh.
In other words, you have to switch the wiring on one of the... I could be wrong.
Sweet.
Well, you know
Awesome.
what? Let's take it back and let's swap the wires around. And
Well-
see if it is out of phase.
If it's not out of phase, it's kind of fat sounding. It sounds okay, but
Well, it's a DiMarzio in the bridge, and it's a Fender Tex-Mex bridge pickup that's in the neck.
And that DiMarzio ohms out at like 13 something.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, it was
Super
pretty hot. Have you ever told you my Johnny Cash story? We opened up for him years ago. He was like, he was the coolest dude in the world. That dude, he's a lot taller than I thought he was. I mean, he's really. It sounds out of phase. It sounds good. It might be sound a little fatter.
Because on a DiMarzio, the black wire is the
But see,
red is the hot.
It's a Tex-Mex is still a Mexican Fender pickup, so maybe it's just it might be a little different than a DiMarzio. They have books on this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like. See, that's in phase. But when you add, it sounds a little thinner than it should, I think. Sounds thin, yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
I can't play in it. It's a nice guitar. I'm impressed. It looks like a Prince guitar. Wish I could play Purple Rain. Play it out of phase. There's no distortion on this amp, is there?
Super reverb.
Well, then I'll play something that doesn't require distortion. I like the pink chord, by the way. Need some hits.
It's got the bright switch on. Take the bright switch off.
Yeah. Let me see if it's still. I can't really tell if it's out of phase. It sounds a little like it, but it still sounds good. It might be because this is so much more powerful than this pickup.
Yeah.
That might be what it is.
Nice.
I like it.
This is my friend Jason. He ordered a Harley Benton. I think he paid less than $200 for it, and we replaced the pick guards. We swapped out the all the electronics, the pots, the switch, the DiMarzio bridge pickup, and the Fender Tex-Mex bridge pickup in the neck. And despite my poor soldering skills, I'm still able to get it going. It sounds pretty good. Thanks for watching.